Hello and welcome to another 3D printing video. Today I'm going to be working on the dragon head. So if you saw my last two videos, the first video was of me sculpting the dragon. Then after the video I sculpted a little bit more to add some detail. The next video I actually printed the dragon. In this video we are going to be working on painting the dragon and getting it looking more realistic looking. So I have it right here. Here's the dragon. And if you saw in the last video, there was some under extrusion that I still haven't figured out what was causing it. But it happened, and here's the print, and I wasn't going to throw it away, I'm still going to use it. And so I was trying to think of a way that I could fill in the little gaps. Because in between each line, each layer, there is a bunch of little gaps. And I was thinking, super glue, that'd be a lot of super glue to use. And then I was also thinking that there's a thing called slurry that people use for bed adhesion. And what it is it's acetone and ABS mixed together. I was thinking that would be a thick paste-like substance that could fill in cracks. So I have kept some ABS shreddings and failed prints and stuff from the past. I have some of that. I also have acetone. So I decided to mix some up. And so I mixed it up in this jar and used a paintbrush and started applying it to the dragon head. And you can still see the layer lines, and that's fine, but there's not holes. The holes are mostly all gone. And so now that all the holes are filled in with the slurry, the acetone and ABS mixture, it's all filled in. Now I can get to sanding it a little bit and getting it more realistic looking, and you don't see as many layer lines. So I applied the acetone and ABS mixture and filled in a lot of that, and I think I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. You can see the back is pretty messed up from the supports, so I added a lot there to kind of fill that in. So my next task, of course, is going to be sanding. So I'm going to work on that, and then when that's done, I'm going to see what I can do to paint it. So I'm going to work on sanding right now. Okay, so I got through sanding it. There's no way to completely get rid of the layer lines because that would be nearly impossible, but I sanded some of it down and I'm okay with the level that it's at now. You can see the blue horns. That was me filling in kind of the edge with the 3D pen that I have, kind of putting it on there, then while it's still hot, molding it with my fingers. And I think that's fine for now because those were broken off in real life, and if we write a backstory for this character, they could have been broken off in some sort of battle. So that's what it's going to be for that. Yeah, I sand a lot of the top, the edges, but still there's layer lines. So the next part is to do a base coat. So I'm thinking of doing a greenish base coat. I have these three green acrylic paint colors. I'll probably mix something up with them that I like. That should be a good base coat for this guy, and I'm going to paint him completely with that color. And then I'll show you, and then we'll do the next steps. Okay, so I finished the base coat. I did this green. I think it's looking pretty good. You can still see the layer lines, especially along the side of the face. So I guess I'm just gonna have to deal with them, and hopefully painting will add the detail that the model doesn't have and take away the detail that I don't want that the model does have. For example, layer lines. Maybe I could paint in a way that takes the eye away from noticing those lines that are unnatural to a dragon face. And so here it is so far. You can see the horns are for sure different. The mouth place is open to inside its head. So if you look at certain angles and lighting, you can see the whole white interior. Otherwise, with the light coming from on top, the green shines through, so it kind of looks like the color just continues, but it really doesn't. Yeah, so the next thing I'm going to be doing is like a wash type of thing. By the way, all this stuff, I haven't been taught or trained, so I'm probably doing a lot of this wrong, but I'm doing what I know from YouTube videos and what I have accessible to me, and I'm just making this work if I can. So I've heard of washes, where you take a wash paint and you paint it so the darker color fills in the crevices. I'm going to do something along those lines with my acrylic paint and some water and I'm going to see if I can get it looking cool. So that's what I'm going to work on now. I'm going to use some darker colors, maybe black, brown, and maybe a little bit green in there. Some dark colors, water it down, and paint over this and see if I get any success in that area at all. And I'll show you guys. Okay, so I went through and did the painting with the watered out black paint, and it did not do what I thought it would at all. But it did add texture to the model. I went through and added it with this stuff, which I used black acrylic paint and this stuff, which is called Heavy Metal Light. And I didn't realize it, but this stuff I got at a yard sale for really cheap is actually has glitter in it. You can probably see that it's sparkly now. That's not exactly what I wanted, but I don't really care. I'll just roll with it. So the next step would be, I think, maybe pushing in the colors. Might do a color on top, kind of going towards the back. It might be a little bit of a lighter color on the bottom, maybe darker on top, lighter on the bottom, and kind of blend it in throughout the model. I'm not exactly sure. That's probably where I'm going to take it next. I'm not sure if I'll use acrylic or enamel. I'm just going to start experimenting and see what happens. Okay, so I went through and I was painting it, and then I kept painting and kept painting, and it's done now. Actually a bit disappointed in how it turned out, because I guess I'm not that good at painting, but here it is at this point right now. His teeth are very, very white. I wanted those to be white and noticeable, but I think that's one of the things that takes away from it. The unrealistic white teeth. I've got the black glossy eyes, still a little bit wet right now. Both eyes are. You can see the horn difference. I painted them, mixed up white, red, and yellow, but mostly white, and got like a awkward, very, very light pink. Under the neck is yellowish, and then it's green along the sides, and then on top it's kind of speckled with red kind of spread around. And I painted the mouth dark red on the inside, mixed some black and red together. And so this guy is done. You can see on the tip of his nose is a little bit lighter than around it. So I'm going to call this done. I have now finished this 3D printed little guy. I'm going to snap some pictures and upload it to Thingiverse. I haven't uploaded in a long time to Thingiverse. But this is done. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed seeing the creation of and painting of the dragon head, please hit that like button. If you're interested in 3D printing stuff, check out the other videos and subscribe to the channel. And see you later, guys. Bye. Wait. I'm not done yet. So I was thinking about it, and I was thinking about how I painted it, and it just looked terrible to me. I couldn't accept how it was. So I decided that I'd come back, and I was trying to think what was wrong with it. What was wrong with the head? And I was figuring it probably had to do with the amount of layers of paint. Along the whole side of it, there was the same paint color. On the top and the bottom there was some variation, but there wasn't on the sides. So I came back and I painted it some more. Now, I'm not sure if you guys can tell the difference if you go back 15 seconds or however long ago it was that I had this painted, but to me it makes it feel more realistic. I went through and I added I mixed up some green, some black, and some blue, and painted it here, blended it in, and then I took it and I painted it up here. And then I got some lighter color and I splotched it in here, and I blended it around on the back and on top, and I feel like that adds the extra depth of texture that it was needing. It's still not perfect. I've got a lot of skill that I need to acquire through practice in order to get good at painting these type of things. But I think it's better than it was earlier, and that makes me happy. I did also go through, and you can see I took some of that watered down black paint that I had, and I went over the horns, so a little bit darker, more weathered, and I went over the teeth, because those teeth were just way too bright and glowing with joy. This guy obviously has been through a little bit. He doesn't brush his teeth every day, so there's a little bit of residue on there. So that's gonna do it for the video. Thanks for watching, guys. If you didn't already smash that like button, please do that. If you didn't already subscribe, think about doing that. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.